Hello, everyone, and good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time of the day it is where you are. I think that's why Vagrein says good now to you. So hi, welcome to another one of these Ask Vagrein sessions. I'm trying to produce as much channel content as possible for you guys here on YouTube, and really enjoyed the session that I did earlier this week. Check that out if you can. It was about UAPs and UFOs, and it had a lot of really interesting information. Today, I'm going to be showing another Ask Vagrein question. So I'm going to go and choose that question in a moment's time. The comments on the last video, a lot of you did have questions. So I want to invite you to head over to my website. There's a special form on my website where you can ask your questions directly to Vagrein. Because if you ask here in the comments, although I love reading the comments, I'm only going to direct you to that form to ask an official question, because that way I have all the questions in one space and I can go and select them depending upon what Vagrein feels like talking about, and then I don't have to go and search through comments in the future. So to ask your own question to Vagrein, please visit www.jpherman.com/ask Vagrein. And I will put that link in the notes of this show, the description of the show, so that you can head over to there really easily and ask your question. But do continue to leave comments here on YouTube, because that totally helps other people to find the videos. And it also helps me to, as a human being, know what's going on and what your guys are liking, what you're not liking, what you're appreciating, and just sharing more of that energy in general. So I'm going to go ahead and click onto my database of where you guys have already asked questions and get on to the next one so we can start channeling. And today's question is from Teagan. I love interacting with Teagan. She's one of the people that I've been interacting with for a long time with the Vagrein content. So this is going to be a treat. Teagan's question is, you've mentioned there's only one question. Are you willing to be or ready to be who you came here to be? But are we not already who we came here to be? For whether I choose contrast or alignment in each moment, I'm experiencing expansion. Or is that simply in the belief that we are who we came here to be, that it makes so? And that's what the above question is to invoke. All right, so I'm going to read that again. You've mentioned there's only one question. Are you willing, ready to be who you came here to be? So that's a question that Vagrein has asked many times. It's even one of the questions in the original or the first Vagrein book, which is Seeking Ends When Sharing Begins. That's this book right here. Then she continues to say, but are we not already who we came here to be? For whether I choose contrast or alignment in each moment, I'm experiencing expansion. Or is it simply in the belief that we are who we came here to be that makes it so? And that's what the above question is to invoke. Okay, so this is a great question. It's deep. I imagine that Vagrein will come back with something equally deep, or that leads us to ask even more questions of ourselves. And I'm really excited to see what comes through. Good now to you. Yes, we ask if you are ready to be who you came here to be, because you believe yourselves to not be in this now who you came here to be, and you simultaneously believe yourselves to not be ready. It is the only true question, because upon the answering of it, in that when you reflect into yourself and answer this query from the space of what is true within you, you will find that there is nothing to do, there is no one to be, there is nothing to fix, there is nothing to achieve or accomplish, that your existence is a aspect, and in being an aspect, a holographic representation of the allness of all that is, that there is nothing that is out of place. And at the same moment, the same now. You are in command or in control or the fulcrum of the all that is, because it is only in your own individual perspective of that isness, that allness, that existence is housed. Within many of you, within you, there is an inkling that there is something deeper, broader, wider, more expansive than the current existence that you are experiencing, or the current sense of self that you are experiencing. The sensation itself that there is a broader version of you is the broader version of you, in that whatever you can imagine does exist, whatever you choose to be, you are, whatever you want or dream yourself into being is already the reality of the situation, whether you can or do or choose to perceive of it or not. So, are you ready to be who you came here to be is the question of when will you let go of holding on to all that you are not? When will you cease to imagine that you have some sort of obligation to require, not require, to fulfill a mission or to fulfill a purpose? Because upon the fulfillment of this purpose, you will be worthy of your existence. The fact is that you exist before you do anything, before you are anything, before you choose anything. Existence is already granted. Your existence, by the sheer fact that you can perceive of it, is already the reward. There is nothing beyond this now. The beauty, the creativity, the ability to create, the ability to choose is always in this now. And the powerful, infinitely powerful potential that you have is already granted to you. Everything that you perceive of that is a limitation is incorrect, or in as much as incorrect, simply a question of does it serve or not, because incorrect is not necessarily the energy that we want to transmit to your limitations, because what you perceive of as limitations are often your also perceived safety mechanisms. Allow yourself to ponder without any judgment if you are indeed ready to be who you came here to be. Are you ready to relax into yourself? Are you ready to allow your beingness to flow through you? Are you ready to be what you are, which is a fundamental and intrinsic aspect of the all that is? This is unchangeable. No matter what you do, what you say, what you are, what you be, you cannot change this one truth. And that is that you are. Your isness is who you came here to be. Beyond that, you have infinite creativity to choose whatever to add to that statement. But the statement of I am is non-negotiable. What you can construct or barter with or negotiate with is any words, any ideas, any thoughts that you place after the I am. But when we ask, are you ready to be who you came here to be. We are not asking if you are ready to be a world leader. We are not asking if you are ready to be a healer. We are not asking if you are ready to be any of the labels or concepts that you place after I am. We are asking if you are ready to be. And yes, in your question, you suggest that it is a prompt. It is a prompt to allow you to bypass the mental game that you play with yourself. A prompt to point out to you the power that lies within. And that power is in your isness, is in your beingness. So freedom to let go of everything that is not simply being. Yes, fears will arise because you are conditioned into thinking that you need to achieve or need to supplement this isness with action or supplement this isness with accessories. It is not the case, because in the true isness of what you are, the universal laws, consciousness, and love itself is flowing through you. So will naturally guide any action that needs, or not needs, but naturally guide action to occur in its beautiful perfection. And the other secret is that even in your confusion or reluctance to allow this beauty is what is always in process. We will allow the sitting of some moments without words for the remainder of this download, so that your mind may relax and be in isness for some moment. We thank you for your curiosity. We thank you for your question. It is, as always, our pleasure to continue to share, clarify, or escort you towards more of yourselves. And we leave you with the light and the love of 1,000 suns. Anainai. That felt strong and direct and powerful. And I hope that you've all enjoyed this transmission. I'd love to be doing more of these. Your questions are valuable to me to know what direction you guys want to move in and what we want to address with the energy that is Vagrein, or that is known as Vagrein. And you can submit your questions at www.jpherman.com/ask Vagrein. And the link is in the comments in the description of this video. And as you're on the website, you'll have a pop-up come up to ask you if you'd want some free chapters to the book Vagrein, Seeking Ends When Sharing Seeking Ends When Sharing Begins. And go ahead and leave me your email address so I can send you off copies of the first chapters of the book, because if you've enjoyed this video, you're going to definitely enjoy that as well. And I hope to see you here again soon. Okay, bye.